Hello children, hope you all are doing well. Today we'll be discussing a primary 5 Buddhism lesson which is table manners. Here are the objectives of this lesson. At the end of this lesson, you would be able to cultivate good habits all throughout your lives, and as well as you should be able to follow good table manners. My dear children, when it comes to the table manners, they are very important to our lives because many people will judge us on them and they directly influence our personality from them. So, throughout this lesson, we'll be discussing a kind of a day-to-day conversation which was continued between Sister Samali and Brother Samat after they returned from a wedding reception. My dear children, turn the page number 11. So after that, you have to listen to me carefully. Shall I start? Okay. Samali and Samat has just returned from a wedding reception. Samali Akka, did you see that boy in a red shirt? Yes, who was next to Sama. How he ate his food. Disgusting, wasn't he? Samat Malli, he was a greedy boy trying to eat all the food at once. I saw his mother serving a lot of food on his plate, but that was not enough for him. He took so much more into his plate, it was loaded with fish and cashew nuts. But Samat, why did you keep watching him? You should mind your own business. No, when I saw how he ate, I felt like watching him. He also made a noise chewing his food. Yes, I too saw his sister advising him not to eat that way. Samali Akka, what about the other boy who coughed, suddenly sprinkling all the food all over? I just couldn't help laughing. But it's not a thing to laugh. His mother and sister felt bad about it. I'm sure I remember at the Dhamma school, our teachers taught us all these good habits that we have to observe when we eat food. Can you remember them, Samat? Of course, I shall tell you. Okay, students, did you understand this conversation? Yes. Here, Samali and Samat are having a discussion about some unpleasant things that they could identify when they were in the wedding reception. So they are really awful and unacceptable. So now Samat is going to tell about some good manners that we all have to follow thoroughly. So let's see them one by one. First one is, before you take your meals, make sure to wash your hands well and also wash your mouth. So remember, this is very important if you have eaten any other food like sweets before. Second one is, you must serve whatever amount that is enough for you. You start eating first from a side of the plate and not from the top of the plate. Third one is, mix your food well and then take the food to your mouth as you open the mouth. But don't keep your mouth open before the food reaches the mouth, and as well as don't chew the food loudly. Fourth one is, never talk when your food is in your mouth. While eating and after eating, never lick your fingers or lips. It is very unpleasant. Fifth one is, do not let the food fall onto the table or to the floor. Do not put certain particles that you do not eat onto the table. Keep them on the side of the plate. My dear children, now we learned few table manners. Now Here Samali is going to tell us some more about table manners. So look at the page number 13. Okay. Well, you can remember so much. I'll tell some more. Especially when you use the fork and spoon knives, you must not make a big noise. So then, if you eat by hand, see that you do not touch the spoons, tumblers, dishes with the hand you eat. In case you want to laugh or sneeze, your face should be turned to a side to hold the handkerchief to your mouth and nose before you cough or sneeze. So, they say the way you eat tells about your breed. It shows how cultured you are. The discussion was going on thus. The mother and father was listening to this discussion. It's very nice to know that you both know all these and are practicing them. We are very happy for both of you. But children, there are other things that you have to follow. This will depend on the place and the situation. So these are called as how? Sirit and Virit. Sirit, Virit. So let's see what is the meaning of Sirit. Sirit means what you should do and Virit means what you should refrain from doing. What is that, Pute? What is Sirit? Sirit means what you should do and Virit means what you should refrain from doing. So my dear children, let's see what are the Sirit and Virit we have to follow. Okay, look at the page number 14. The first one. You must first offer a glass of water if you are inviting a relation or a friend or anyone to lunch or dinner. Next one. You have to serve the visitor first. You must not leave the table until the visitor finishes the meal. So what is the next one? There are rules that should be followed at a wedding or a reception. Not to go to the table until you are invited. If it is self-service, then be very calm and leisurely join the others. It is a place where everybody should be very calm and quiet. Okay, finally, when it is an almsgiving or some other religious activity, we should behave in a very calm manner. So, even if you go on a pilgrimage or on a trip together with friends, behave like human beings when partaking food, even though there is lot of fun and enjoyment. So please remember, you must clean the place where you stopped to have your food before you leave that place. So we should cultivate good habits all throughout our life. So begin to do so from your childhood, then it will last forever. So my dear students, now we all are at the end of our lesson. So there are two questions in the page number 14. Hope you all will do them. So the first question is, write a few of the good habits that you follow. So the second question is, when you eat food, how must you do so? Thank you all. Have a nice day. Let's meet up with the new lesson.